everybody. Well, we're on our trip to 5,300 feet to make sure that we've passed a mile. And that's what we're going to do right now. All right. I'm so glad you guys can go along for the ride today. This was an epic flight for me. A lot of anxiety as I started out. I started my GoPro, that's the front camera, on my helmet there. And then I plugged in that wire. You see that wire with the white end going into the GoPro? Well, when that happened, it shut the GoPro off. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to make that work and ensure that I've got my sound. So I didn't have any sound. Well, I'm getting ready here, and all I'm thinking of is it calm enough? Is the air, smooth enough for me to go that high? Because the higher you go, especially when you haven't been up there that high before, the more anxious you are. And I was pretty anxious. So I was just basically starting out and going to go as high as I felt comfortable going. And as it turned out, I was able to go all the way. So I thought about, well, how would I show this video? Because you don't want to take the whole 40-minute ride. So I think what I think worked out best was basically going to take a look around and do the circle with my Insta360 at different altitudes. Now, I can't remember what I was saying. I was speaking through most of this, but I basically looked along the video, and when I saw a significant difference in the altitude, I went ahead and changed up the video and did a 360 around with it. But it turned out to be a really calm day, and I was not particularly anxious in terms of the bumpiness of the flight. I was pretty much enjoying it. But still, enjoying it and feeling apprehensive they go along. They go together, believe it or not. On this flight they did. I had a good time, but I was still apprehensive the whole way up. So now, if you can look behind me there, or right behind my head, I'll swing around on the next time around, but I was trying to fly pretty much straight up from the airport. There was a little grass strip airport there, and you can see it kind of in front of me there now. But I'm just flying in circles, going up and up until I get to where I want to be. I was wondering if my wife was going to be, following me up, so to speak, with, looking at me. And when I got down there, I found out that the answer was no, she wasn't following me at all. So at this point, I'm probably as high as I had ever been. So I'm checking my app. It's called Fly Sky High, and that's the app that I use on my Apple phone. It's not an app that can be used on any of the Android. It's just for Apple, and it's a really good one. It shows me my altitude. It shows me a map of everywhere I flew. When I come down, I can look at that. It tracks the entire trip, and it allows me to adjust ground level so that I can see in a glance what I actually am above ground level on my flight. So I don't have to take in that and calculate it. But I'm getting pretty high at this point. But when I got up to a mile, you can see when the video changes up and I'm there, you can see the difference. So I did it. At this point, I was thinking, you know, I had so much apprehension as I continued to go higher and higher and higher. But at this point, almost immediately, when I let off the gas, I relaxed. Now, you probably listened and you noticed that I let off the gas slow. If you let off the gas real quick, there's a swing that takes place. And you don't want that to happen because, you know, you kind of have a surge and you feel like you're maybe falling out a little bit. So I let off the gas real slow. And as I float down, I'm immediately, my anxiety goes immediately down. And so it was just a, you know, kind of a quiet float down. And that was really enjoyable. As I look at it again, I think I probably should have shut the engine completely off. I'll do that in another flight and just float on down and see how that works out. Because at this point, it's easy to get to where I'm going right now in the video, which is to the you know, the landing strip. I still haven't used the engine yet. I've just flown right over, and I wanted to kind of go past my wife. I wasn't ready to quit the flight, so I just flew for a little while longer. I went back in some of the fields back there. I was looking for animals as the sun set. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed the flight, because I certainly did. God bless and have a great day. Take care.